One of Us is a dialogue podcast profiling people in and around the Diocese of Wilmington. It also appears in writing in the print edition and online at thedialogue.org. The featured subject could be someone who works behind the scenes at your church or school, volunteers at the parish, or is a regular churchgoer or longtime parish member. Do you want to suggest a person to be profiled? My name is Joseph P. Owens, and I'm editor and general manager here at The Dialogue. Drop an email to me at jowens@thedialogue.org or call 302-295-0695 if you have a suggestion for an interview subject. Ian Steele is a parishioner here at St. Thomas More in Newark. He was nominated as a One of Us candidate by William Hammond. Ian, thank you for joining us.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, it's great. Tell us a little bit about where did you grow up and how long have you been involved with the oratory?
Sure. So I'm from Magnolia, Delaware. I joined the oratory or the campus ministry here a little over a year ago.
You're a junior at Delaware. I should have mentioned that.
Yeah. So I think I met William when I was a sophomore.
William Hammond,
and I was tabling for a political club, and he was tabling for the oratory.
Yeah.
And we were right next to each other, so we started talking.
Yeah.
And at the time, I grew up Presbyterian. So
okay.
I was like, hey, I'm not Catholic, but I am interested. And he's like, oh, that's great. I do OCIA.
Right.
And we went from there, and then I got confirmed last Easter.
Wow.
And now I'm the vice president of the campus ministry here.
Nice. And, okay, so that's your connection there. And you're a junior. Tell us about your career aspirations and also about your family.
Yeah. Well, I study, I'm double majoring in computer science and cognitive science. And I've got 2 minors in religious studies and ancient Greek and Roman studies.
Oh, so you're a little busy.
Yeah, I'm very busy. I've got interests all over. But with that, I think I definitely want to go and do some kind of cybersecurity.
Okay.
Maybe intel. I'm getting interested in the Navy a little bit.
Sure.
But I mean, really, if there was money in it, I'd love to be a teacher or a professor.
Yeah. A lot of people say that. So say it in
cognitive science. So it's like it's
AI,
psychology. Yeah, so it's like the combination of psychology, computer science, anthropology, philosophy, linguistics. And that's pretty much everything I'm into.
You're going to be ruling the world one day.
I sure hope so.
And what would your family, they'll be happy about that. Tell us about that.
So I've got 3 siblings. My dad is actually a high school teacher. He teaches at econ. Okay. And my mom is a newspaper reporter.
What? Oh my goodness.
So yeah, my parents always wanted to read my essays whenever I had assignments.
Where are you in the pecking order with the siblings?
I'm the 3rd child.
Okay.
I have 2 older sisters and a younger brother.
Okay, I gotta ask, where is your mom a reporter? I've been a reporter for a long time.
The Cape Gazette.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Terrific. That's good stuff. That's great. So, that's a really interesting conversion story, and having converted right here at the oratory, you've obviously found spirituality here. Tell us, what is the most important part of your spirituality?
I would say for me, it's probably trying to be the best person I can. I think really if it wasn't for my own spiritual journey, I would not have had any of the growth that I've had. And I'm completely indebted to that.
Right. You talk about being at this event and tabling next to William. It almost sounds like happenstance, but I'm willing to think that you had more in your head about spirituality than just bumping into somebody.
Well, so I guess more to my own history, my family's not very religious. I went to church and Sunday school up until maybe 3rd grade,
Sure.
but then we stopped going for the
Yep.
most part. But especially over lockdown, that's when
Okay.
I had all this free time. I really wanted to know, what do I believe?
Right.
And that led me more and more. It led me to Christianity. I started going to a couple different churches. Wasn't too satisfied, but still wanted to go deeper into it. And then that's when I ran into William, and I really
Right.
liked Catholicism.
Right. So at this point, I usually ask what keeps you going in your connection with the church. You're relatively new, but
Yeah.
it's kind of interesting question for you. Is like, now that you're part of the church, what keeps you going with it?
I mean, I think I don't want to say the novelty of it, because it's much more than that. I mean, I think still I'm a baby Catholic.
Right.
It's still very exciting, but I would say probably, like, again, my own personal growth. I think that's really what I care about. And I mean, going to the oratory, being involved in all this stuff, like, not only am I growing professionally and in my character, but spiritually as well.
And sharing with others in that regard.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So we hand you a magic wand here at One of Us, and we say, if you could change one thing in your life, what would it be?
And this is maybe a little more physiological, but talking with swollen face and sunburnt face, and I've had some health issues. They're minor. I would really want to just be as healthy as I possibly could, always. I know that's not possible, but if I could be completely healthy and everything right with my body, I would be much more sane.
Yeah. Well, you got a long way to go
Yeah,
to
that's
accomplish
true.
that. So things happen, right? So here's another one. Now, this is an interesting one for you, because you look at it from both sides. We like to say, or one of the questions is, if a non-church member comes to you and asks, why should I be Catholic? What would you tell them? But let me stop before you answer. You probably live with some people who might have raised that question with you. But,
Oh, yeah.
So what would you tell them?
I mean, for me, and I don't want this to sound superficial, but I mean, one of the things that really attracted me to Catholicism is its beauty. And I think, I mean, whether it's just looking at various cathedrals, or I mean, even the Catholic Mass itself, it's so much different from going to a Sunday service at a Protestant church. I mean, you're totally involved, engaged in it, and you receive communion.
Right.
Even though they will have the Lord's Supper at Protestant churches, it's much more lax. It's just something they do. But for me, I mean, I really feel a part of a truly global church, not just, oh yeah, I'm a member of the St. Thomas More Oratory.
Yeah,
No,
yeah.
I'm a member of the church.
Yeah, and so much in common with so many others. Yeah, so you're accustomed to faith. You've developed your faith. You're 14 months or so into being a full-fledged member of the Catholic Church. Probably been considering it longer than that in developing your faith. What does your faith mean to you?
My faith means to me, I guess, like, literally, it's something I can always trust in, even if for whatever reason I have my doubts, or I can't be 100% sure about what I believe is true. I think everyone has their challenges. It's that faith that really keeps you going, and knowing that even if I can't 100% prove what I believe, I really, deep down, I know it's true.
It's what's inside you.
Exactly.
Well, I appreciate that, and it's great to talk to you, Ian. Thanks for joining us.
Of course, thank you for having me.
Thank you for joining One of Us, a profile on people who support the church in the Diocese of Wilmington. And don't forget to follow us online at thedialogue.org for your latest in Catholic news and features.